Imagine this. You're trying to grow your family, and your pregnancy has developed a complication. Without proper medical
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I'm just setting my stuff up in front of me. If you could share this far and wide and make sure to hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. If you'd like to talk, join Tom's Army. Sometimes, it just gets a little hectic, so I like to keep it for members only. Anybody's welcome to watch. Or you can just send 1 cent and you can leave a comment. You can do that. That's a simple thing that can be done as well. But I do appreciate everybody here, and especially the members of Tom's Army who make this possible. I do greatly appreciate it. And since the comments don't seem to be working on the screen, which doesn't surprise me, it's YouTube. YouTube has a very big problem. It's a no big deal. I have my phone so I can see the comments. If any comments do come through, that is. Ruby, what's going on? Welcome. Appreciate you tuning in. I just felt like doing a late night live. I don't do them typically on YouTube, but I figured I wanted to do one. So, I mean, I have the chart up here, but if I get anybody in here who wants to talk, we can certainly have a discussion about XRP. And we'll just leave it at that until we see what's going on here. So I appreciate you tuning in. Craig, welcome in. I appreciate it. Appreciate it greatly. If you guys and Gales and everybody in here could hit that like button. Also send this to somebody on social media. It would be great. Trading with J-Ride, welcome in. Appreciate you tuning in. So I'm going to look at the XRP chart, then I'll get back to my phone to say hi to everybody. And again, if you want to get part of the discussion, join Tom's Army. So XRP remains in this extended, well, it's not even extended, but it's this bull flag ascending triangle, which I wanted to come on right now because it's actually in a very unique buying opportunity right now. If it's going to hold this area of support, this would be the ideal time that it would have to make some kind of correction here. And a lot of people, if you were buying it, you could actually buy it here if you're going long. And there's only certain spots where you can do this, where it's not a huge leverage style trade where you have a big risk. Let's say XRP's at, and just below this formation, so it's 1.12%. And if it went below that, it's going to end up coming much farther. But the problem is this looks like it wants to come up farther. This is the pattern support, and if it breaks this, the likelihood is if we broke this pattern, we'd be coming down to about 37.5 cents. There is 40 cents in between. There's a few smaller ones like 44.99, which is a nice level that would obviously have to be watched. Whoops. And we have to make sure that this doesn't just break down completely. because if we did, this would be another level that we have to watch in between. This is 43701, but I have all my charts working a little bit differently so that they don't get too cluttered up because as you can, wow, there's 19 people in here. I didn't even realize that. Welcome everybody, and I appreciate the 16 likes. That's incredible. I'll look at my phone in a minute. I just want to go through my chart so everybody can get on the same page. And on the USD or the US dollars chart in the 30-minute, you'll see how much more clutter there is, especially with the support resistance levels that have gone on. But this level right here, as I talked about, if you're part of my channel, if you've been here before, this 4677 approximately, that's the pivot level. And to me, it has to break that to have a chance to run up to the top of the ascending triangle, which is close to 5248. It's about there. And that's the resistance, but I have these patterns differently. So what I like to do when we're moving like this is I like to go into the perpetuals futures chart just because of the way I have it set up. Because the main line of support right now that's in jeopardy or needs to hold to come back up is right here in the ascending triangle. And I think it's all playing out universally. So I'll take a look at the comments real quick and see what everybody's saying. And I do appreciate everybody tuning in as it's 12:37 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the great state of Michigan, as most of you know. Wow, there were a few comments. Welcome in, everybody. I'm stunned that there's so many people in here. 25 people in here at 12:37. I commend you all. Craig, I appreciate you being in here, buddy. What's going on, my friend? J-Ride said hi to Randad. Welcome. How you doing, my friend? And everybody in here, I highly consider you look at my and I've been doing a lot of research on this, but it's right here, MEXC, and I talked to a lot of you about it. Randad and a lot of you copy trade me know the issue. MEXC is an exchange that I found that I've been using, and it works very flawlessly. No spot fees, no KYC, no VPN. Buy XRP. You can send it off with the ledger if you want to send it somewhere else. But they have the futures trading and they allow USA users, unlike BitGet now for new members. So I'm still going to trade on BitGet, but I needed another alternative with all the restrictions and regulations. So MEXC, it's fantastic. It looks exactly like BitGet. And I don't really want to go into it and any of that, but if you want to check it out, that's the link right there. So, yep, CHP is definitely on there. There's also Randad already signed up. Nice. You were already on MEXC. Excellent. So I picked a good one. I want to say hi to everybody. That's a good way to support me too if you want to sign up there because I need more people to sign up. And then maybe they'll let me do the copy trading on there. You have to have a following before they even consider you to do the copy trading. Unlike BitGet, just lets you do it from the beginning. There has to be people that actually join you with that link. Whether you put money in it or not, if you join that link, at least they know that you're part of my portfolio. James, good evening. We got to get back to the charts, though, guys. Lanier, welcome. XRP Elite, okay, that makes a lot more sense. OG in the house. Lewis, welcome. Luis Sanchez and Luis Campa, yo. 2 Lewises in the house. Don Jackson, surprised to see you guys up this late on the East Coast. What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm up all night, like I say. MEXC got pretty popular with the whole lung burning thing. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. I be killing it. Yo, welcome in, one of the mods. Playing Mass Effect, been addicted all weekend. Oh, sounds about right. Oh, Randad, you just signed up? No kidding. Wow. Well, that's damn decent of you. I didn't know anybody signed up through that yet. Well, that was nice of you, my friend. So, but yeah, we got to get back to this chart. I know you guys can see it in front of you, and I'm looking at the stuff on my phone so that it's easier, and since it doesn't show me anything. Wow, a donation. Are you serious? Ezrael 1388, thanks for the $1.99. That's incredibly generous of you. Like, that's your hard-earned money. That's very generous of you. That's all I'm gonna say. I really appreciate that. And Brandon, I appreciate you signing up. I really do. Hopefully, I'll get enough people to where we can continue our copy trading venture. But I'll still trade on BitGet if it lets me in the futures and stuff. But you know, got to find something more reliable outside of spot trading. So if we go into the 5 minute, we're going to break this down very quickly. And then I'm going to show you guys a few charts. And we're also, we've got to talk about a lot of things on XRP. I want to get outside of the charts, but I want to break it down in the very short term for everybody who might be interested in the charts. So in the 3 minute, the 5 minute, the 1 minute, it all looks bad. Not bad, but it all looked like it needed a reversal. I had a Twitch live if anybody was in there earlier who's part of this. And I talked about how things were going to come down first. But I still thought that once we came down to these support levels, that we had a better than not chance of this inverted head and shoulders playing out. And a key level right now is holding this uptrending support. Now, in order for us to know if we're going to hold this 45.50 level, we're going to have to come up here to the DXY. What does this say? James Montgomery, member for 2 months. Hey, James, I appreciate that. Thanks for putting yourself out there for us. I would do it each and every day, my friend. I appreciate the 2 months of support. I really do. And a cool thing on here, too, I noticed when I went live, is they said people can donate subs. Is that true on here now? Or was that pulling my leg? Yeah, look at this. I've been a member for 18 months in my own channel. What does that say? I believe in myself. How do you like that? But so the DXY is at 112 spot. I'm going to shut my phone off for just a second so I don't get distracted by chat, because that's what happens. So I think maybe this is good. Just shut my phone off for a minute. So DXY is at 112 spot 125. And we can see a nice little reversal is starting to take place. But this, I mean, honestly, this is a bear flag. And I have a fan system for the DXY. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's stupid. But I think it works great. So we broke out of the ascending triangle, which was pretty parabolic for a time. And this is how I measured it. And we hit the resistance, came down, hit it again. Couldn't come back up, failed to break out, and came down here. Then we did this again, failed, came through. Now we use this level, now we're failing. If we fail again, we're going to come straight down. And the measured move, I would dare say, if we were to get rejected here, would probably bring us right down to the other level. I mean, you can't make that stuff up. So if we break down here, the DXY, we're going to be looking at another further consolidation down to 110 spot 150. And then you can see how it follows. You know, there's the possibility that the DXY does have a massive breakdown because it's had such a parabolic spike. But we'll see. Remains to be seen. So if it gets rejected here, though, this is going to be where crypto's going to have a chance to run up just a tiny bit more here as the DXY is coming through, because in the 4 hour, we've already had a bearish cross. Now, it's trying to have this little reverse rally, but I think 112 spot 55 is probably going to cap any upside if it can even get up there. Now, we could have a nice parabolic little move here, but that still remains to be seen because it looks like a nice consolidation is in effect for the DXY. And not up, like when this breaks down, I think it's going to have one of those big bullish reversals. So if you see this and it's like maybe at 110 spot 42, that's where it has this parabolic spike. Because this pattern by no means is over. Those are still the uptrends, but the main uptrend too, you could come all the way down and end up hitting right here at 108 even. But the way they come through here is fascinating. So that's what we're looking at. The DXY is going to tell you a lot. The US 10-year is down 1.59% to 4.154%. And leave some comments if you want to know something. If you're watching and you would love to comment, but you can't, join Tom's Army and you're able to comment on my live streams. Or just send 1 cent or $10 or $1 and you can leave a comment, a super sticker, whatever. There's many ways to get me to see what you want to say. Let's see. Gold is up $1.52 to 16 spot 58. We've got silver down 0.12% to 19 spot 37. Be interested to see how those react this week. Copper's up 0.05% to $3.47, 3 spot 479 per pound. The gold silver ratio right now is at 85 spot 539. Let's just look at commodities around the board. B2 gold sitting at $3.14. It ended the week up 6.44% on Friday, which was a nice end of the week. And then just a few other odds and ends. We've got the total crypto market cap down 1.09% to 888 billion. And then Matic was one that has already broken out, and it's showing the broader market what's gonna happen. Matic broke out of this pattern. If you look at a few of them like Algo, I was talking on my live stream about how I want to buy Algo, but it wasn't ready yet. Now it's getting closer. It's getting closer. Much closer. And I like to just put these little patterns, and people are like, oh, it's so basic. It might be basic, but it works. And it's only basic if you understand it. For people that don't understand, it's not basic. Like before I could read a chart, I couldn't have just pulled out a spot and been like comfortable that that's the exact two spots that have to go and that's how it has to meet. I wouldn't have known that. But it's basic, yes. But it makes it more understandable. Yes, we know the much larger pattern, but now we can break it off into a section because it's giving us it. So now we know. If it breaks down past 30 cents on Algo, we're looking at a floor support of 28.16 before some big events can happen. If we break up past 32.65, then we know we've got 35.33, and that's a line that goes back in the pattern, and it's a big pivot level. And then if it breaks that, it can come up to 40 cents. So we've got Algo very well diagnosed. Now, if you look at Ethereum, the way the pattern broke up like this, and then again, just like I looked at Matic compared to Algo, look at Ethereum and look at Ethereum Classic. It's like 1A and 1B, like XRP and XLM. They typically do the same thing. And you see, much like Algo, Ethereum Classic hasn't gone up, but Ethereum has. And Matic has already gone up, but Algo hasn't. And like Doge, there's a bunch of deep consolidations here. And if Matic went, if Ethereum's gone, which they'll go farther, Litecoin would be on deck, which it's already done. So Litecoin's one that's already made that move as well. XTC Tezos is on deck here. XTC Tezos get ready for a move looking like Litecoin. So that's what I mean. A lot of these are all looking the same, and I love this confluency in the board. Theta tried what it's having this consolidation as the 20s crossing the 50 on the 4-hour time frame. So it's getting very spicy, ladies and gentlemen. These are the consolidations overnight that we waited for. I came on tonight for a reason. I think there's opportunity out here. I'm going to look at my phone real quick to see what everybody's thinking, but I'm just flowing and vibing. So if anybody didn't like it, go to hell, I guess. I don't really care. I'm just doing my thing. Let's see. I am the most loyal member. What can I say? Lanier, I'm glad you're learning. Or XRP, wait a minute, I could be saying the wrong name, but XRP Elite. Appreciate you. Appreciate you a lot. Hit the motherfucking like button. That is right. Please hit that motherfucking like button. 1986 Baldwin, welcome in. Appreciate it. And yeah, I do a lot of work, so I do appreciate the members of Tom's Army greatly, because without you guys, it'd be really hard to do this, you know, and gals. So I do appreciate that support, and people don't realize it, but I also appreciate seeing like the super thanks and stuff, and seeing like just the general, hey, you know, even if it's 1 cent, the congratulations, or you're doing fine, or we're doing good, we're getting this together, yada yada, hola holla. Hey, no problem. I was up and I was just charting, so I'm like, you know what? I would like to make it more of a routine coming on at night for a little bit, and maybe I'll attract some people. See my dedication. Maybe one person will be like, hey, I need to join Tom's Army. This guy's crazy. He never sleeps. So XRP, I mean, we're at that pivot level. They all are. These are all at these pivot levels, and I feel like we're just gonna have a move up. So like now the question comes, which one do I buy? Which one am I gonna buy? You know, and I have two logical ones that in my own head. Yes, of course I can buy XRP. Of course, I can buy XRP and try to ride this up to the next level because we are on the outside of a breakout here still. Even though we're within another one, we need to get up here. But in the short term, we're trying to get out of these short term areas. So, of course, I can buy XRP. I could buy XLM. XLM's very undervalued, and you can see these reversals that are starting, it looks like. Now, obviously, they could break down lower to support, but that's why we're trying to figure out the proper area to buy. With Bitcoin, it's already started this initial wave, and now it's retracing. You can see how these are all having these bullish crosses in the 4 hour, and Bitcoin's on the outside of a very key part of the pattern. So, to me, I feel like, we're bound to have the finishing of this inverted head and shoulders. It's just the way it is. So, I'm going to see if there's any discussion. I'm not leaving yet, obviously. Well, maybe you don't know that because it's late. I appreciate 32 people being on, or 33 and 32 likes. That's an incredible ratio right there. I appreciate that. That shows some, that's awesome. All I'm going to say is that's awesome, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to roll myself a joint while I'm talking to everybody, but what do you all think about XRP? And then also, we're going to go through a little bit of news that we can see here. Maybe we can get ahead of the foreign markets or whatever on the morning. So that's what I'd like to look at here as well. The ones who are here, I really appreciate it. It's 12:52 p.m. or a.m. And yeah, a lot of people say I don't sleep. I don't get a ton of sleep. I usually do my best at about 5 hours of sleep. So if I go to bed at 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then get up at like 8, 9, Julie went to bed early, so I know if my son wakes up at 7, she's going to be up. So she likes to get up at 7, 8 o'clock, have a cup of coffee, and then she's got her therapies by noon, 1 o'clock. And then it's just me and my son when the girls are at school. So we have a nice routine. But I'm becoming more and more, I'm trying to become, and I'm always dedicated, but I'm trying to get more and more updates out. And the platform on TikTok has helped out a lot because it's been able to allow me to get my face out there a little bit more. As I just shy of 12,000 followers already on TikTok, and I've only been doing it like 3 months. In comparison to having 14,400 plus subscribers on YouTube in just over 18 months. It's a big difference, but different audience. So, again, I just appreciate everybody. I've just rolled that joint as I do it pretty quickly. So here's another crypto platform that's having some problems here, ladies and gentlemen. So here's a bit of breaking news here, it looks like. Almost at midnight here at 11:50 or 11:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 2,341 hours. Crypto platform Freeway halts services citing unprecedented volatility. Let me light my joint for the poor bastards who aren't aware of this news. I've never heard this exchange, but there's always somebody in my audience who's part of it, so hopefully you're not one of them. And if you are, just pay attention to this. And this is my own personal grown stuff that I grew. I ended up, for anybody watching right now, you guys know how I was growing my stuff. And anybody watching this when this is posted later, I had some seeds that I had thrown down. And I had blackberry cheesecake, one seed that grew fantastic. And then I put out 4 other ones, but I got off of the 5 plants, and 2 of them were real small because they're outside and they were pushed into a corner because I can't let everybody see it. But with the 5, well, I mean, it was technically like 3 or 4, but anyhow, I ended up getting 17 ounces that are dry now, and I've got like an ounce and a quarter that's dry just for us to smoke, and then the other 17 ounces are gonna sit there. And they are, or 16 ounces. I mean, I put a pound away that are just gonna sit there, and they're gonna crystallize over the next 3 to 5 months, and I'm gonna have just the bomb ass fucking. And it's Kush, the best way to describe my stuff is it's Kush. And it was grown outside. So anyhow, crypto platform Freeway has halted some of its services, citing unprecedented volatility. And these got over 8 feet tall. They were bigger than my shed. It was a crazy thing in the foreign exchange and cryptocurrency markets in recent times. In an October 23rd post, the platform announced they are halting buys, deposits, and will not be buying supercharger simulations until our new strategies are implemented. According to the Freeway website, their superchargers product can offer up to 43% annual yield rewards. Who gives a shit if it's halted? If it's halted some of its services, I wouldn't even be using that. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't be using this. Right when BitGut said that it was stopping U.S. users from registering for the futures, it was my sign to go find something else. I can still enjoy BitGut while it's there and things are going on, but that's your cue to get out while it's early. The first signs that things might not be okay, and go find something else that can do the same thing but better. That's what I've done at MEXC. So let's see. According to the Freeway Supercharger deposit, so according to the Freeway website, their superchargers product can offer up to 43% annual yield rewards. Users can deposit fiat currencies and crypto, which are placed in regulated brokerage accounts, which are leveraged for returns. A centralized platform, Freeway. I can't imagine what could go wrong with this idea. Freeway advertises itself as combining the best of traditional finance with the best of decentralized finance, DeFi. Oh, I bet they do. As all of you will be aware, there has been unprecedented volatility in foreign exchange and cryptocurrency markets in recent times. Freeway has not has not provided any specific details about what its new strategies might involve, but said in the announcement there are plans to diversify its asset base and manage exposure to future market fluctuation and volatility. Well, if you have any money in here and you're watching this right now, get your shit out of here. I'm just saying, like I'm saying, the first signs that things can go wrong or are going wrong, you got to get out. You just got to get out, ladies and gentlemen. Any word on why BitGet is now blocking U.S. customers? I thought they were solid. Curtis, it's not that they're not solid. Their stuff is still solid, but they said due to regulations, they're not. They're still allowing customers. That's the misconception. They're not allowing U.S. customers to sign up and register for the futures trading. You can still buy spot and all the other stuff. You just can't sign up and buy the futures. I don't know. They claim it's regulations, but you can't harp over that, my friend. You have to find the next solution, and there's often better ones. And to me, I've been using MEXC now, and it's more seamless, and there's more stuff on it. I used to get so pissed off that I couldn't trade HBAR and Casper on the futures every single time because they'd always be behind or ahead, just slightly. On Casper would be ahead, and now you've got that. But they said due to regulations in the U.S., ongoing regulations. So I don't know. That's what they said. So all we can do is find a better alternative. So in conclusion, the crypto platform Freeway halts its services, citing unprecedented volatility. So if you're in this, make sure your money's safe. And I would highly advise you to get it off of there. And this is true. Bitcoin price is forming a key trend, and swift rally could occur. So Bitcoin price is moving higher above 19,250 against the U.S. dollar. Bitcoin could eye a crucial upside break above the 19,500 and 19,650 resistance levels. Bitcoin started a fresh increase above the 19,200 and 250 levels. The price is trading above 19,200 in the 100-hourly simple moving average. There is a break above a key bearish trend line with resistance near 19,200 on the hourly chart of Bitcoin/USD pair data feed from Kraken. The pair could start a strong increase if there is a clear move above the 19,650 resistance. Bitcoin price remains well a bit above the 18,800 level. Bitcoin formed a base above the 19,000 level and started a fresh increase. There was a clear move above the 19,200 and 250 resistance levels. There was also a break above a key bearish trend line with resistance near 19,200 on the hourly chart of the Bitcoin USD pair. The pair gained pace above the 19,400 level and 100 hourly simple moving average. It even broke the 19,500 resistance. However, Bitcoin price failed to gain momentum above the 19,600 zone. A high was formed near 19,679, and there was a minor downside correction. The price is now trading below the 23.6% fib retracement level of the upward move from the 18,865 swing low to the 19,679 high. On the upside, an immediate resistance is near the 19,600 level. The first major resistance sits near the 19,650 level and the recent high. The next major resistance might be 20,000. A clear move above the 20,000 resistance might send the price towards the 20,500 resistance. Any more gains might open the doors for a move towards the 21,200 resistance zone. Dips supported in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin fails to rise above the 19,600 resistance zone, it could continue to move down. And immediate support on the downside is near the 19,300 zone. The next major support is near the 19,250 zone. It is close to the 50% fib retracement level of the upward move from the 18,865 swing low to 19,679 high. A downward break and close below the 19,250 might increase selling pressure, and the price might revisit 18,800. Hourly MACD. The MACD is now losing pace in the bullish zone. Hourly RSI relative strength index. The RSI for Bitcoin USD is now above the 50 level. Major support levels 19,300 and 19,250. Major resistance 19,500, 19,600, and 20,000. It's a pretty good article. I like that. But it is on TradingView, so I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Let me take a look at the comments. As it is 1:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I am pushing my luck here now. Once it pushes past 1, you're like, oh, you know, it is starting to get late here. Got 3 kids, got school in the morning. Might have to go do my thing. Hey, my friend. First time I catch you live at 7 in the morning here. Hey, JBHK. One of the true originals. OG of the OG of the OG of the OGs. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you tuning in, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm going to be calling my, I might have to leave it. Well, not might. I'm going to have to log off here any minute here because it is 1:03 a.m. I was able to give, I don't even know how long we were on, what, over 33 minutes now. So I appreciate everybody who stopped in. I really do. If you want to say any last words or ask any last questions, I am here to answer them. But I mean, if you're looking along, this is at a very, very strategic point here. And you obviously have to have a good stop loss set, but this would be one of those pivot moments. Linear or XRP Elite, is XDC a buy? Well, let's take a look at XDC. As I do hold currently a whole 2,222 tokens of XDC. When it came down here, had no choice but to finally buy it. I would have to probably say with XDC, it might have a smaller consolidation to still be had. I was going to say in the 30-minute, it made it look like it was below that, but it certainly is not. Oh, it's just the way it switched to, yeah. See, it keeps moving my line just based on how I'm moving for some reason. I don't like how it just did that. I'm not going to be able to move it then, I suppose. It's being frisky tonight. Oh, you hold 250,000. Ah, shit. I mean, the next logical buy spot to me would be back. I mean, if it holds the 3 cent area, then we're gonna have a nice. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but off the 3 cent, I mean, this is where you could get one of those 30 to 40% gainers out of XDC. Where's my other XDC chart? Because that one is fucking weird. But yeah, I would wait for. I would probably say around 3 cents, but it is in the daily. It started a bullish cross, and it's trying to hold it. It came down below it a little bit, so it might need to come down for a little more support. Because we haven't finished the bearish divergence yet in the 4 hour either. So with the technical traders, I would say, if your position, I feel like it needs to come down a little bit more. Yeah, 1986 Baldwin. I wouldn't trust anything right now. It's just with XRP, that's where it's at in the pattern. It's just when we look at it in the 4 hourly, XDC and XRP are in two different spots. XDC is coming down on that bearish cross. XRP is going up on a bullish cross. It's trying to make a bullish cross. And some of the time frames it already has. The 2 hours is the one that it's closest to right now. It just made one, but is it going to confirm it now and hold this? Brett, Longstaff, good early AM. Welcome in. Doing the damn. Appreciate everybody stopping in. I do. It's nice to see everybody. 40 likes too, which means even if you're coming and going, at least you're hitting that like button. Guess I'm not entertaining enough for everybody. But the thing with XRP too is just understand the price right now. It's so fucking cheap. Even if you're waiting for it to go, it's so cheap. And like Algo, I was doing a live when it was at about 31.50, and people were telling me to go long there, and I just said I don't think this is the time, but it has a retracement. And then I said, do you think it can go to 3.0? Because there was a spot over here. It was 3.0 something. Oh yeah, back to this uptrend. 3.034. I said it's a long shot, but now it's getting closer. It came to 3.087, so it's not. But with the retracement we've had and the potential bounce, it's a perfect time because it usually happens in the, sometime during the day. Or I mean the late night, early night. Or early AM, late night, when everybody's sleeping in the US. That's why you'll see it at like 3 or 4 a.m. on the East Coast or on Eastern Standard Time. Because technically I'm in the Midwest. Oh, yeah, yep. XLM had a nice little run. But it had to reconsolidate after. And this is what we've been talking about too. Because XLM looks like it made a nice little reversal possibly. But they always do this. They always have these liquidity pulls before. And it doesn't surprise me that this happened. I knew this was going to happen after the flip of the clock. That's why I told everybody I don't trust going long or short right when the flip of the clock's about to happen. I could see every bit of 74.5 cents. But 65 cents is that inverted head and shoulders area. And then 85 or 84 is the other area of concern. So, I mean, it could absolutely do it. I really believe it's probably going to do it. With DGB, I've been able to add 42,222 shares so far. Hasn't even cost, I don't think, $200 from where I had bought it. And I remember saying I'm going to load up on this if it ever gets under a penny. I'm getting my chance right now. DGB is so fucking cheap. I love DGB. It's in the Internet of Things. A lot of people don't give DGB the proper respect. I could go through any fucking chart. Like, that's the thing. Like, I could go through any chart. I know a lot of people that cover XRP or a lot of people that cover crypto, but I could go through any chart over any market at any time and be able to chart it for you in 3 minutes and give you a nice look to where you can understand a trading range without going in depth. Even if you want me to go in depth, I can, but that's what I can offer, and that's what I do every day for myself. I'll be like, all right, I'm looking at something. I'm like, what's the trading range? It's the trading range. And once you can understand that, it's so much easier because you don't ever have to trade out of the blue. Like, just looking at this, you're like, what the fuck's going on? If you just pulled this up and then you start to look at it, you're, oh, well, hey, if I was going to play this pattern, that's the exact spot I would play it to the long. And if I was going to short it, I would wait for it to come up here. I was gonna say long, if you're gonna long here, this move, you're longing the move. So the first move would be up to about the 48, yeah, 48.20. It would be up into this consolidation drop and then dump. The first consolidation would be, I would say, to play it safe. You said 46.20. I mean, technically you could play it back up to 46.20. But I mean, if you're making this play and it plays up, I wouldn't sell it at 46.20. If you're making this play, you're playing this move all the way up to at least here. This 48 cent or 48.10. But to be safe, I mean, you could, to be safe, you could look at it in the 30-minute and say, well, I'm just going to play it back to the 200-day. Or about 40, yeah, 46.20 to play it safe. You sure could on a, you're talking about a retest here and then a further dump. Yeah, you could play it up to about 46.08, 46.10. And then you could just dump it. And then you say it's not going to make a break. You could do that. You can make your decision if it got up there to find support or not. And like, it's easier to find the 5-minute because the 5-minute showing though that XRP doesn't seem to be ready to bounce all the way back up. You want to see more universal. This isn't for, this doesn't work every time, but the dark blue, light green, light blue, whatever you perceive it as, orange, red, you want to see space in between them all. These are still overlapping, which tells me that this is probably going to come right down to this, if not just a tad bit lower. And it's when we rush our position when there's a problem. Like right now, I have no problem waiting to see how this plays out. None whatsoever. Noah Gainer, oh yeah, it's real late. It's 1:13 a.m. It's been 43 minutes, holy shit. 43 minutes. What do you think about Quant, Triple B? Sasquatch, nice. Sasquatch from Telegram. All right, that makes it a lot easier now. Welcome in, Sasquatch. It has been a while, but all is going well. I'm still grinding, just trying to get through everything with Julie and all her stuff, but every day's good. Every day's good. I do this to keep my mind off everything else, so it works out well. Triple B, what do you think about Quant in the next couple of months? Will it back down to $50 to $55? We'll see. Let me look at Quant. I mean, Quant's so tough. Quant's had such a big rally, but Quant really does run a lot of the stuff. But Quant is just trying to come back up to the top of the pattern. That's at $189. So, I mean, like I've been saying for a long time, it hasn't technically broke out yet. Quant still needs to layer up again. And that's a very key level. And I haven't done a lot of in-depth at that level because it needs to break it. But there was a few chances that it failed, but we can get rid of these. And right now it's still contending with these two little areas, but we can get rid of these two because there's not really any reason. But this is what we're looking at. And there's a nice support at $150. There's a little bit more in between. But is it going to come back down? Well, I mean, if it played this pattern true, you'd be around 63 or possibly down to 40. It all depends. Quant's always been a difficult one. I've never told anybody what to do on Quant because it's so hard to chart. Not chart, but it's so hard to know because it leads a lot of things. So it has these big runs like this. I wish I would have paid more attention to quant when it was at $50, but I was so into XRP and all this other shit, trying to make sure everybody didn't go broke. But my mind is just tonight, guys. I've done a lot of technical analysis. I've done a lot of other things. If you want to send a donation, feel more than welcome. If you want to join Tom's Army, that would be the greatest thing of all if you're watching and not part of Tom's Army. Or just hit that like button and share this. Is the greatest gift you can give. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. And I appreciate the fact we're able to give 46 minutes here at very late night. So have a good night, everybody. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you're not a subscriber, hopefully I made you a subscriber now. But yeah, that's what I got for you. XRP, we're looking at the main level right now. Oh, sorry. I want to go to the perpetual futures so that you can, or the perpetual chart. So this is what you're watching right now. You're trying to see if 45.50 holds. And if it does, you have that chance to come up to 52 cents. Even before, any kind of real breakout, you could come up to 52 cents and still get rejected, even if this pattern's going to die. So that's what you need to pay attention to right now. And then for anybody who stayed XLM, I always like to tell people I'm leaving and then go to another thing, just to see who's truly dedicated and who's just a user. So XLM, I love this little fan setup too. I really do, because it's levels where it was attempting breakouts, but it failed to, and that's how I like to do it. It helps me a lot. No problem, 1986 Baldwin. Fuentes, you're late to the party. What have I missed, Brother Tom? You missed it all. I gotta go to bed, or at least get ready for bed. It's 1:18 a.m. You can rewatch it though. It's been a good update. Wait a minute, you're still looking to get on Telegram the right way? Send me an email. strutregali@gmail.com. Well, I don't know. Can I send you I can't just send you a message. Well, that sucks. Send me an email to here. And I'll send you the link. I appreciate the $5. That was very generous of you, BBB. So, but with XLM, and for anybody who stays here, I'll show you that MEXC real quick, just so you can see what it looks like. XLM, we got to get back over here. XLM's main thing is we got to get back over 11.6. We've had finishing this bearish cross in the daily, which is fine. It's getting ready to make a move, but it might just have to come down a little bit. Maybe it has to reconsolidate down at 10.6. But that's what we're about to find out here, ladies and gentlemen. So, in conclusion, MEXC. It's simplistic, too. It reminds me a lot of BitGet. So this is what it looks like. And there's futures bonuses though. This is something I've never seen. You can get futures bonuses. As far as like when you're trading on the futures, they have like the futures M day, the margins and all this. There's a lot of stuff. It is really cool. And then I like how when you're futures trading, you can I'm not doing 200x, but you can do 200x on here, and you don't need to do anything. And like it's got all the main ones that we're all used to, all of it. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. Like somebody mentioned there's CHC, they were excited about. Reef is in here. The futures trade, not just on the spot trading, but the futures trade. There's so many of them. Sushi's on here. AVAX, Kava. There's so many of them. But the main ones that are on here for me that weren't on BitGet was HBAR and Casper. They're both on here. You got Shiba, ADA, you got Algo. I don't think IOTA's on here. Oh my god, IOTA's on here too. Holy shit. Oh my God, is it really? I didn't see it on here before when I was doing this. Because I haven't looked at the spot yet. I was just strictly looking at the futures, trying to get it working, see how it worked and all that. Does it really have IOTA? Oh, this is a game changer. This is my new favorite platform. IOTA? Oh my God. Tom, I tried sending you some support, but I can't get your wallet validated in Bitfavo. Oh, that sucks. No, I don't know why that would be. I send myself XRP stuff many times with my own. So what'd you try to do? Send XRP? But wow, IOTA is on here, lady. You can futures trade IOTA. And for anybody who's a fan on MEXC, IOTA, you can not only spot trade, but you can futures trade IOTA on MEXC. So that is pretty damn cool. Sorry, that was for my Telegram. That's what I wanted to pin that for everybody so that they would know that. That is pretty freaking cool. All right, yeah. So you're now looking at my favorite exchange here because they have IOTA. It's just that simple. So you can futures trade fucking IOTA and spot trade it. So I'll leave it with that, guys. Leave it on a good note. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. I do appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody who stayed here this late night. That's incredible because there's not very many places to buy IOTA. Stay blessed, everybody.